Hi guys, this is Lucy again, and this video is going to be about how to make a slab out of clay. Alright, so first off you need to take some clay. Here's my clay in the plastic bag. Here's my wire tool. And depending on the size of the project, you're going to cut off a chunk of clay. I'm going to cut off about this much because I want to make a slab that's about the same size as this one over here, which this is a good size. This could become a cup or another project. Anyways, I'm going to start out by showing you that. So I've got my chunk of clay here, and there's a few different methods for making a slab. I'm going to show you rolling first off. If you have a pie crust roller at your house, that's great. But if you don't, you could use an old broom handle or maybe even a bottle, a wine bottle or something if you are rolling out a smaller slab. What I've got here is a couple of wooden dowels just that I got at the hardware store. These ones aren't super big. This is great for rolling a smaller slab. If you wanted to roll a thicker, bigger slab, you might get a couple of pieces of wood like these here. And these are fairly thick, so you'd end up with a fairly thick slab, like maybe half an inch. Generally speaking, 1/4 of an inch, which is what these are, is a good size to work with, depending. If you're working bigger, thicker clay is better. For a cup, or we're not really working huge this semester, these are probably going to be just fine. So if you don't have something like this, you can get it at the hardware store. We may have some at the lab that we can loan you. To start rolling out, basically here's my chunk of clay. I really like throw slabs as well, which I'm going to show you next. This is kind of a preview of how you can do a throw slab. You don't go straight down, you kind of pull the clay towards you a little bit as you're... now I'm using a porous surface, which is what I recommend. I'm in the ceramics lab right now using the canvas covered table, which is really nice to work with. You guys aren't going to have access necessarily, so a plywood board like this could work really well, or a piece of newspaper. I prefer the newspaper tends to stick and come up, so I would prefer to use something like this. Okay, so once it's a bit thicker than my sticks, but not too much thinner, then I'm ready to start using the roller. And you just align them along, and then the idea is that the roller, the dowels here, will guide your thickness, and you won't make it too thick somewhere or too thin somewhere else. And you just roll it out until you can tell that the roller is hitting the dowels and not just rolling out the clay. Alright, so that's an example there. And the edges may not show you the actual thickness as it is. I used what's called a fettling knife here. This is a fettling knife. It's a really cool tool that I'm going to try to get you the clay kits that include these. If not, you can order them from an online ceramic supplier. Anyways, here's what my other, it's a nice even thickness, as you can see, using the dowel method. Okay, that's it.